session.
Times are tough, and it's hard to be optimistic, but I'm an optimist.
Step right there, Mike.
Times are tough, and it's tough to be optimistic now, but I'm an optimist. I always look at that glass as half full. Let me tell you something about the Huber project. Now, I realize that this county has made a little investment in the Huber project. I was involved in it, very involved in it. I spent many an hour with it. I'm optimistic that Huber did not come 2 years ago. Let me tell you why. Had they come 2 years ago, this county spent money. They spent about $280 million. The economy turned around. That plant is sitting out vacant. Nobody working now. How would we feel? So I'm glad they didn't come. Now, I think they're coming. I agree with Mayor Swaby. I've had conversations with them. I think they're coming. I'm a taxpayer. Yes, I pay a little money to the Development Authority in my taxes. But now, if we want the county to grow, you've got to do that. Now, I'm disappointed that Huber did not come. But in retrospect, I'm glad Huber did not come 2 years ago. It would have been embarrassing to me. It would have been embarrassing to these county commissioners. It would have been embarrassing to our mayor. So count your blessings that they did not come. I'm convinced that Huber is coming to this county. This county needs Huber. Huber needs us. Be patient. You've got people who volunteer their time trying to make this county successful. And all we do is get criticized. Criticism. You got people who want to run for elected office. Why? Because they're criticized. I spent 8 years from the hospital authority up there. I never got a compliment for being on an authority. All I got was a call at 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody complaining because they had to pay $4 for an aspirin. They had to complain. But I was trying to improve the hospital. I'm trying to see that Huber come to this county. Now, I don't have control over it. But in retrospect, I think we had a blessing they did not come 2 years ago. So I look at that glass was half full. So be optimistic. All we see now is pessimism. Every place you turn on the TV is nothing but pessimism. Change your attitude. Support each other. Yes, the gentleman back here in red's got a complaint. I agree with you, sir. What is the Development Authority doing? I see nothing at all the Development Authority is doing. We're working just as hard as we possibly can, sir, trying to get Huber to come. Now, they're not here. I apologize. But I'm going to still keep working, trying to get them here. So count your blessings. Huber, I believe, is coming. I'm glad Huber did not come 2.5 years ago. That was a blessing. Thank you.
I'll make it quick. We're gonna come back. We got time.
I got something. I've heard of Huber, I've heard of the hospital, so I'm sick of it.
Got my phone.
I've heard of Huber, and everything, but I'm sick of it. Most of you people here are the prominent citizens in the town, whatever. It's not going to bother you quite as bad, but I got a brother-in-law that's had work for a week, 6 months. Friend at Advanced Metal out here had made it for a week and months. Another guy at Chemtron said his hours are 24 hours a week. It's not going to hurt some of you guys. I know this fellow back there said earlier, you know, that everything will work out. But you got to remember you're in the middle of a recession. I think it. So, you know, if you don't, you people, I know I see a lot of you that I do know, Jim Ray, these guys, some of you, it's not going to bother you too bad. You own a lot of property taxes. But some of these lesser people, I call them just lesser income, not lesser people, they're gonna really be hurt, really gonna be hurt. And they're not gonna be able to make, what are we gonna do then? We're gonna sell their houses and their property at the courthouse square? I mean, is that what's gonna happen? What, we got 100 people in here, 150? How many more thousands already in the county? It's, you know, it's not gonna make it. Simple, it's not gonna happen for them. What are we looking at, a 30% increase? 30, around 28 to 32 mill rate in total increase? It's not gonna happen. If fuel, gas, and everything goes back up, it's not gonna happen. It hovers around 250 possibility. But most of you, like I say, have a